Oh, hi. You caught me eating my snacks out of my fancy snack bowl. Cheese and pretzels that came in my box from doing my virtual run this summer. That takes me back. That really takes me back. Right now it's Halloween time, but I think I want to go back to the summer. It was all about the snacks. I've always wanted to do this. Let's do this. Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. Hi. Do you like Disney, snacks, and running? I'm Kelly, and I'm going to tell you the most important thing I learned this summer completing the RunDisney Virtual Series 2024, a Snacktacular celebration. I'll go over the race themes and how each of the snacks stacked up. Were they worth running for? I'll talk about my pros and cons of running a virtual race, and finally, I'll give you a few tips I've learned along the way. If you're not sure that a RunDisney Virtual Race is for you, you will want to stick around and see what it's all about. I love snacks, especially Disneyland snacks. When I saw that RunDisney had a summer series themed entirely around snacks, I was in. I threw my money at them so fast, they didn't know what hit them. The first race in the series was the Mickey Mouse Waffle 5K. The Mickey-shaped waffles are not one of those things you can just show up and decide, I'd like to get that. Oh no, this is the treat of the dedicated Disney planner. For these golden, buttery beauties, you have to make advanced dining reservations or risk finding walk-up availability at one of the few restaurants that serve them. I made a breakfast reservation for Carnation Cafe on Main Street inside Disneyland Park. They have the Mickey-shaped waffle served with your choice of applewood smoked bacon or smoked sausage for $17. On the kids menu, they have a smaller portion Mickey-shaped waffle served with 2 selections and a milk or water for $10. So not only is this a delicious treat, but not a bad price for Disney, and a Mickey-shaped waffle somehow just tastes better than a boring round waffle. I would definitely recommend this for breakfast after a long run. It was filling for me, and I had fun eating it for the making of this video. I don't usually have sit-down breakfast at Disneyland, but this was so worth it. If you want to try the Mickey-shaped waffle, they are available at Carnation Cafe, Goofy's Kitchen, Storyteller's Cafe, and Plaza Inn. I have to warn you though, you will be paying character dining buffet prices at all but Carnation Cafe. The one other option is on the kids menu at GCH Craftsman's Grill. They have a Mickey-shaped waffle, but it is only on the kids menu for $9. Next up was the Mickey Mouse Bar 5K. This is based on the Nestle Mickey's Ice Cream Bar, which is described on Disney's menu as a vanilla ice cream coated in a chocolate shell, and it is shaped like none other than Mickey Mouse. This treat is perfect for cooling off after a long run or on a hot day strolling through the parks. I picked one up at Galactic Grill in Tomorrowland for just $5.69. They are available in several other places around the Disneyland Resort. This is a simple snack that I often overlook when I'm at Disneyland, but after having one, I think they should be passing these out at the finish line during the live on-site races. Or better yet, they should pass these out during the race in between the water stations. You could easily eat a Mickey bar while walking or running through the parks, since they are on a convenient stick. I don't know. I've never tried running while eating food off of a stick. Maybe it's not the best idea. It is walkable though. The third race in the lineup was the Minnie Mouse Candy Apple 5K. The classic mini candy apple is also a food on a stick, so you would think that this would be a great running snack too. But sadly, this one is not so easy to eat. I picked one up using mobile order on the Disneyland app and took it home with me to cut into manageable, shareable pieces. These tart green apples are dipped in caramel and chocolate and sprinkled with sanding sugar. They also have M&Ms, marshmallows, and chocolate details. A variety of caramel apples, including the classic mini, are available at the Candy Palace and Candy Kitchen in Disneyland, at Trolley Treats in DCA, and at Marceline's Confectionery in Downtown Disney District. Be sure to check for adorable seasonal variations. The classic mini was $13.99. My son enjoyed this overly sweet treat way more than I did. So this is it. I walked over and picked it up and brought it home. I'm gonna open it up. Now, I've had this in the refrigerator, so I am gonna have to let it sit out a little because it's a little too hard to cut into right now.
How about you just bite it?
It's a bit too sweet for me and pretty much turns your fingers red from all the sanding sugar mixing with the juice of the apple. It turns your fingers red. My favorite part was the chocolate-covered marshmallow ears. I would much rather have had a churro or a Mickey pretzel with cheese. Again, 2 great items you could eat while running. Rounding out this series is the Pineapple Whip Soft Serve Challenge, which is a completion of all 3 of the 5Ks. These are more commonly known as Dole Whips. Dole Whip Pineapple Soft Serve are $6.49 or make it a float for $7.29. They're available at the Tiki Juice Bar and Tropical Hideaway at Disneyland and at the patio bar outside of Trader Sam's at the Disneyland Hotel. For a post-race treat, get a Dole Whip float with a splash of rum there for $17. Dole Whips are always refreshing on a hot day. You can never go wrong with one. If you're waiting for the next show of the Enchanted Tiki Room, you can order a Dole Whip or float from the ride waiting area and enjoy it inside during the show. If those snacks weren't enough, I got so pumped up by the snack theme that I created my own snacks to motivate me until my medal box came in the mail. I love baking cookies, so for this series, I thought I would recreate the themes in cookie form. The idea was that when I finished each one of the races, I could eat that cookie. This was a great idea in theory, but what actually happened was that I ate one cookie, then the others sat so long I had to throw them away. And this, folks, was the biggest lesson I learned from participating in the virtual race. I am a huge procrastinator. This summer series was supposed to go from June 1st to August 31st. I figured, okay, I could do 1 5K per month. That seemed doable. In actuality, I got off to a good start, finishing my first 5K on June 22nd. Hi friends, Kelly here. I am getting ready to do a training run. This is my first time in quite a while, so I'm going to be very out of shape. My goal is to maintain a 16-minute mile. That's the minimum requirement for the Disney runs. And I have a lot of Disney runs coming up later in the year, so that's what I'm trying to get ready for. Today I'll probably be doing about 3.1 miles. This park has a great path that if you go to the end and back, comes out just right. So let's see how we do.
These don't like the baby duckies. Kelly summits the mountain. You stop to make base camp. Yeah, that's the key. Don't do great at first so you can improve.
I'm not tanking it, but I'm also not pushing myself so that I get injured.
Yeah, that's always smart, especially when it's your first day back. So you don't want an injury setback right out the gate.
That's the worst. We know that. That's happened to us before. So.
And when you're the cameraman, you gotta make sure you don't fall into any little pits, any little ravines, any little piles of dog poop. So it just adds a extra layer of excitement. Ah, babies. Right, the babies. Sorry, it's my ADHD kicking in. Ah, they're so cute. Alright, now to catch up to Kelly. I have no idea what kind of tree this is, but all that fuzz is not a fun thing when you're an out of shape jogger, because all that white fuzz will blow in the air every time there's a breeze, and it just gets right in your mouth. And You don't really want to choke on random fuzz. Oh, there's Kelly trying to catch some. You don't want to get a big clump of fuzz in your mouth when you're out of breath. Got some right here. Oop. And here we are at the turnaround point. About halfway.
We are currently at 2.01 miles, and our average pace, 16:20. So we picked it up a little bit, but we got another mile, one more mile to do. Let's go.
All right. Going to the best zone. Yeah, Kelly said we should have taken an allergy pill today. Sounds about right. Yeah, it looks like snow. So much of that fuzz. Oh, that fuzz. That nasty yellow snow. Yeah, if this isn't an ad for allergy pills, I don't know what is.
We're at 3 miles. Our pace so far, 15:54, average pace. We're doing great for our first time out. Okay, so we are back. There's something going on back there with the geese, I think. So today we finished a 5K, guys, 3.1 miles, and we stayed on pace. 15:57 average pace per mile. Average pace per mile, 15:57. That's great. It's better than I thought we would do. For the sake of transparency, I will say that I did pause the app about 3 or 4 times, but only for a few seconds, for either to take a snapshot or for Eric to catch up to me, my beautiful cameraman Eric. And this was our first time trying to film running, so trying to get that down. I thought it was gonna be terrible. I thought we would be way over 16. So to come in just at 16, I'm ecstatic. I think this is a good sign for what's to come, and I think we can improve. Next time we do a long run, I'm gonna shoot for 15:30 minute per mile pace, and let's see if we can do that next time. So before we leave, I just wanted to get real for a minute. When we were over at the turnaround at the 2 mile mark, I started getting really emotional because of those darn plants. Every year at the same time they bloom and all that stuff sprinkles down like snow, but it reminds me of the time when my son was born. And so I just wanted to say that was really making me emotional. I think that kind of got me invigorated. It made me go a little faster on the back half, the last mile. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I don't know if I should say because I remember
Oh, now I feel bad for complaining about all that fluffy stuff flying into my mouth.
Yeah, it just reminds me of the time right after he was born. He was in the NICU, and every day we would go out into this on our way to go see him. There would be fluff everywhere in the air, and so every year around this time it reminds me of that.
That's a reminder that I should probably complain less. Something that's might be annoying to you is beautiful to somebody else. And that's always a good reminder.
The last week of the challenge, I laced up my running shoes, and on a Tuesday after work, I finished the second 5K. That left me with a whole 4 days to complete the last 5K and the challenge. So on August 31st, the very last day, I forced my husband to do a 5K with me.
Hi, it's Saturday morning and we are going to be doing a 5K today. Finish up my summer virtual series challenge.
He was also procrastinating all of his training for the upcoming Halloween half marathon weekend at Disneyland. This was his first time out running in a long while, so we took it pretty easy on this one. Not wanting to risk injuries, we ended up walking the whole 3.1 miles. You may be wondering, why do a virtual race? Is it really worth it? Let's look at the pros and cons, starting with the cons. The biggest con is not being able to run through the Disney parks. There's no fireworks, projections, entertainment or characters, or just the Disney ambiance that add to the excitement of a RunDisney race. There's no photo pass pictures, no one cheering you on. There's no water or fuel stations on your course. You'll have to pre-plan and carry your own. And price might be something to consider as a con. They are pretty pricey. But now let's look at the pros. You can schedule your race any day, time, weather condition that you choose. It's great for procrastinators like me. You won't be stuck running in torrential rain or on the hottest day of the year unless you choose to do it that way. There's no early morning wake up, miles of walking and hours of standing before you even get to the starting line. Let's be real, there are some not fun parts of a live Disney race. Going through security lines, standing in packed corrals, and not getting a good night's sleep. You can avoid having to use a disgusting porta potty. You're always in Corral A. In fact, you are Corral A. You pick your own course. There's a printable bib, mile markers, and finisher certificate that can be downloaded from the website. It's motivation to train for other runs. You can pick your own music playlist. There's no bottlenecks or crowds to slow your pace. And there's no getting swept if you can't keep up with the 16-minute per mile pace that Disney requires for their races. As long as you're moving forward, that's the point. There's no shame in walking if that's where your body is at. That doesn't always work out in a live race. You may fall behind and they have to clear the course at a certain point to reopen to traffic. You receive high-quality medals. Sometimes you get a shirt or other surprise. For this one, there was a pin, a Mickey ear snack bowl, a bag of pretzels and cheese like those that come in the post-race boxes, and a cool storage box.
Okay, back at home, and I've completed my 3 5K races, my virtual series for the summer. It went from June to August. I waited till the very last week of August to finish the last 2, but this is the best part because now I get to open my box and see what's inside. It says on here, Disney Large. These are the best boxes. See if I can get it out. All right. Get rid of that guy. And these boxes are great. I love them. They are such high quality. I store things in them, all my medals and my shirts. They're perfect. This one is so good looking, so beautiful. I love it. I love the snacks. Snacktacular celebration. All right, so we have a little bit of movement. Let me see here if I can fix it up. Ah, okay. Okay, first thing is it has a little thank you letter in it. It says, congrats on your feat. Now enjoy your treats. All right. Let's see what I got. Mission cooling towel. That's something different. I've never seen those in the boxes. Very cool. We'll start up here. There is a pin for the Dole Whip challenge. I don't know if that's coming out clear. Very cute. We got some snacks, some pretzels and some cheddar cheese. You always have to get the cheddar cheese when you do a Disney race. Okay, let's start with, I think in the order that I did these races. I don't want to rip my box, but the first medal is Mickey Waffle. Let me open this up. The Mickey Waffle 5K, and I have to tell you that the Mickey Waffle was probably maybe the Dole Whip and the Mickey Waffle are tied, but this was one of the best snacks. And I had to make a reservation to get it for breakfast, but it was totally worth it. That's my first medal. The second one I did was, I have these in really tight. The Mickey Bar 5K. Let's see. All right. Open this one up. Oh, it turns. And I love that. I love all the snacks on the band there. They have cookies, pizza, Dole Whips. Try to get it in focus. All right, number 2. I finished this one on Tuesday. And the 5K we just did this morning was the Candy Apple, Mini Candy Apple 5K. Let me open that one up. I shared the Mini Candy Apple with my little one, and he thought it was really good. That one also spins. Doesn't want to focus on that one. I'm trying. Oh, you know why? Because I'm not sticking it in front of the camera. I'm putting it in front of the screen. And last but not least, the challenge medal for doing all 3. The Dole Whip Virtual Challenge, and this one also has a little spinny on it. These are just beautiful medals. The color is so vibrant. Okay. They are, try not to clink them too much because they're super heavy. There you go. This was the summer series, a Snacktacular celebration. I didn't come up with that. That was what it was officially called. And because of that, there's a special surprise in here that doesn't normally come in these boxes. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh, it's so cute. This is my Mickey Ear snack bowl. Let's see. How do you open it? I'll figure out how to open it, but it's really cute. Let's see. There we go. I didn't want to break it. This is where I put my snacks, and it has a little plastic bowl in there that you can take out. This is so cute. I might have to use this to store cute little trinkets in, but that's it, guys. That's everything in the box. It was totally worth it. This stuff is so cute. I love it. So that's it. That's my box. Everything inside of it. And this was such a fun virtual series. There's a couple more coming up this year, the 12Ks of Christmas, and there's a Valentine's one that just came out. I'm gonna look into those and see if that's something I want to do. But the next challenge will be next weekend at the Disneyland Halloween Run Weekend. I'm doing the 5K, and my little one's doing the kids race, and Eric will be doing all 3 races. He's got quite the challenge. So we'll see you there. Bye.
Although price overall was a con, the price of the virtual races can be lower than the live races. So in this case, I'm saying that this one was a pro. Let me know what you think. Have you done a virtual Run Disney race? Did I miss any other pros or cons that you can think of? And what's your favorite snack? Let us know in the comments. See you next time. Bye.